How's it going, my G's? It's Artifact. It's another tutorial, number 2469. Would you believe it? If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that juicy like and subscribe button. I appreciate you. And let's get into today's little loop. And we're actually using a different synth today, which is called Flaze Flant. And it doesn't work, actually, because the LFO's tool's still on. Whoa! Okay, that was loud. So I know what you're thinking. Is this the end of Vital? And are we moving on to Phase Plant? Well, to be honest, the truthful answer to that is off. No, just kidding. Well, it's a synth, isn't it? So, I mean, do you have to use one only? I don't know. Do I like to use Serum? I don't like the colour. But this one's got a nice interface, I suppose. Anyway, let's listen to the little loop I've made just now. And then you can decide whether you'd like to throw me to the wolves or send me a bottle of alcohol from my shelf. You can also do that. So this is a nice little banger of a bass slash lead, and it's called the greedy lead because it's got a lot of sub bass in, so it's taking up a lot of headroom. So it's like, for a lead, that's pretty greedy if you're thinking about frequencies. How did your wife react to the frequency talk that you had with her on Thursday in the bedroom as well? Did she enjoy that, and did it get her nice and moist? Yeah, so this is probably the first patch I've made in Phase Plant, and I've got no idea what I'm doing with it, to be honest. So let's just talk about what I did to achieve this result. Imagine if it had reverb on. It would be so much better, wouldn't it? Anyway, even without the reverb, sounds pretty nice. And actually, it's a combination of two filters at different speeds that give it this kind of final result. But yeah, like I said, I've got no idea what I'm doing with it. I actually started in with a saw wave, and I tried to frequency modulate, but I kind of took it out. But there is some frequency modulation going on, and I believe that you do that by clicking on the plus button here, so it kind of modulates the oscillator, and then tracking it to the level of the other one. At least that's what I think I've done to modulate the to like blend them together with FM. Like, I think that's how you do it. Probably not, but maybe. Then I've got this is a really informative tutorial. All right, if anyone else tells you otherwise, I'm going to shoot them with a 9mm. All right. Yeah. So I've got a noise oscillator here. Is that doing anything? Yeah, it is. Yeah, you can definitely hear that noise coming through like my son called Babu. Oh, that sounds pretty dusty like that. Yeah, I had this kind of this extra extra oscillator saw wave, which is up 7 semitones to give this kind of chord, and I've put the level of that to one of my LFOs. So the only modulators that you've got. Okay, my camera's just died. We'll carry on without my camera. The only modulators that you've got are these two LFOs down here. And yeah, one of them is going at 5/16, one of them at 8/16. And so obviously they're at two different speeds, but they're both being tracked to the same kind of filters. So I've got a bandpass filter. So if I turn that off, got a lot of harmonics. I put that in. I really like the sound of the bandpass filter. It sounds brilliant on here. And I've just modulated the drive with a bit of saturation, and then a bit of faturator at the end, and modulated the mix on that on the LFO here. And second one, we've got a notch filter on this lane 2 here. Takes out a bit of that muddy kind of low mid-range area and moves it around a bit. And then a little bit of saturation again, but on the fold back mode. Just to kind of boost the level back up again a little bit. And then again a little bit of faturator on the mix. And that's pretty much all I've got on this shrimpy patch. And yeah, you can see the oscillators here are actually just two sine waves, but I believe I've frequency modulated them together I think I've done that the right way. Not entirely sure. Maybe comment below if you know what's going on here. Yeah, and this kind of saw wave that comes in, the bit of noise, and the LFOs. That's all I've already tweaked, to be honest. Yeah, but it sounded pretty cool. And if you listen to it like the original without me chopping up the audio, pretty cool. But I then bounced it out and I just kind of chopped it and rearranged it to get a little bit funkier and cut out some of the volumes. So yeah, sounds pretty cool. Let me know what you think of my first plant that I've been invested in without any fertilizer, just with a synthetic lizard. That made no sense. Anyway, I'm quite enjoying it actually because I've used Vital for a while. What I might do, to be honest, to really give you the truth, is I might play with Phase Plant for the rest of this week, and then after that decide whether to go back to Vital. Just because I've been making Vital videos like every single day for almost a year, it's quite nice to just look at different colours. So yeah, just like when I change the sunglasses on different videos so that you have a different colour to look at. Isn't that very exciting? Anyway, I'm talking a lot of nonsense today. Just wanted to let you know that I really appreciate you if you make music, because you're making the world a more colourful audio place. That's enough rambling. Goodbye.